gotta be you with chaos, and we're getting into NBA 2K18 here on the PS3. Franchise season with the 76ers as on a 12-game win streak going against the Dubs on a road trip on the West Coast in Cali. Let's get it. Don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment, share the video, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at 2chaos and chaos718 on the gram. So, only other team in the league undefeated is the Los Angeles Lakers. Motherfucker Devin Booker. What's up, bro? They're just saying the only other team undefeated are the Lakers. They're 13-0. They're 12-0. We faced them off in a couple games. That motherfucking goddamn.
I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. The birth of a child on the 8th of October, a toast, but my granddaddy came sober. Count all the fingers and the toes, now I suppose you hope the little black boy grows. 18 years younger than my mama, but I really got the girl of drama. In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one. This one's a girl, let's name her Pam. Same father as the first, but you don't give a irresponsible, plain not thinking. Papa said chill, but the brother keep winking. Still he won't down you, but on your side while slide. But mama got washed to the game. The youngest of 5 kids, hun, here it is. After 10 years without no spouse, mama's getting married in the house. Listen, positive over negative for the woman a master. Mother Queen's rise in the chapter. Deja vu, tell you what I'm gonna do when they reminisce over you, my God.
Trip or hit on Steve Francis, man. He was dirty.
When I take back, I recall a man off the family tree. My right hand, Papa Doc, I see. Took me from a boy to a man, so I always had a father. When my biological didn't bother taking care of this. So who am I to pick up? Not a bad ticker, but you can never say that his life is through. 5 kids at 21, believe he got a right to. Here we go while I check the scene with the at the age of 14, the same age, front page, no fuss. But I bet you all you know they live longer than us. Never been seen now, that's where you're wrong. But give the man a and he's gone. Nodding off sleep to a jazz tune. I can hear his head banging on the wall in the next room. I get the pillow and hope I don't wake him. For this man to hear it all in verbatim, telling me how to raise my boy unless he's taking over. I said, Pop, maybe when you're older. We laughed all night about my old man.
I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And with the game about to get underway, let's go to Kevin and the 2K Sports crew. They are courtside at Oracle.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. In the 2 meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Yeah, exactly. An interconference matchup here. Not a lot of familiarity, but I wouldn't say they caught them off guard. There's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other team was watching.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Iverson kicks to Embiid. Good. Embiid's got the first points on the scoreboard for Philadelphia.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Iverson with the bucket.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that went, I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. I mean, they exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
Here's Hardaway. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Richmond the pass to West. Tries it from 9. And the rejection by Embiid. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Irving's checked in. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, Steve Kerr gave me a few moments to catch up with him. His team knows how to do the dirty work, and that's what he says he's going to rely on to carry them through this game. All the extra possessions they can get from crashing the boards makes a difference for them on the offensive end. Let's see if they can keep that pace up here, Kevin.
Thanks for that, Doris. Rebounding certainly the key topic now.
Kevin, you know that, and we've seen so many games, big games, won and lost on the backboards. You have to rebound both boards.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And Tim Hardaway the bucket on the assist by Richmond. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the night. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Here's Richmond. Iverson grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Irving can't hit.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hardaway kicks to Green. Richmond for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Iverson kicks to Harris. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Iverson against Hardaway. On the wing, Mullen. Pass to West. Golden State moving the ball around. Hardaway lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
What a drive there. It didn't bother him at all to have a much taller defender hanging all over.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course the Warriors. They're sitting in 5th place.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they haven't exploded out of the gates this season like we've come to expect, but the wins are still coming in bunches.
Yeah, and for them to still be so high in the standings while not playing their best certainly has to have the rest of the league a little concerned when they do start playing their best.
Dawkins checked in for Joel Embiid. Hardaway against Iverson. Richmond with the screen on Iverson. Clock at 6. Hardaway dishes to Richmond. Sweet little floater. Richmond's got his second bucket of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Here's Harris. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Richardson comes in for Mullen. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Richmond. And Curry subbed in for Hardaway. Richardson, good.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
And here's Harden for three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And he also is incredibly adept at running the pick and roll. He almost always makes things happen when he instigates that play.
It's Curry outside. Shot denied. Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Thompson. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll.
Iverson kicks to Harden. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got 6 assists now in the game. Iverson against Curry. Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. Takes a three. Again, Curry missing. So for the 76ers, the last game, a win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowds out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a count.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
The first free throw is good. And the 76ers making a change here. And both free throws good for Dawkins. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Curry. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. The feed to Wiggins. From 15 feet away, misses off the left iron. Here's Luwawu. Can't get it to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California.
Tune in Wednesday, November 15th. The Philadelphia 76ers go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. It's the real deal.
Crazy, look at that.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid out there with Henderson. Then there's Irving. And it's Korkmaz at the 3 spot.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
West is checked in for Sean Livingston. Irving kicks to Scott. Back to Irving. The pass to Korkmaz. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The 76ers leading by 7. On the wing, Irving. Now Embiid inside. West with the steal. Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. That is good. Wiggins has got his first 2 points of the night. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 6 points for Joel Embiid. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Back to Irving. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Another three for Philadelphia.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
He did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Here's West. Connects on the 9-footer. West has got his first basket. Philadelphia leading by 8. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Harris. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Pick by West. Here's Richmond. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Richmond's got 7 points in the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Iverson, no good. Warriors trail by 8. Richmond kicks to Hardaway. Back to Richmond. A three-pointer, no good.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on.
And slam dunk by Harris.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Gortat's checked in for the Warriors. Tipped away. And stolen by Harrell. He lobs it up. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Miami Heat right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And for Philadelphia, it has taken no time for them to come together as a team. I mean, no time. There wasn't much being said about them preseason, but now everybody's got them in their radar.
Well, they couldn't have asked for a better start to their campaign. I mean, give credit to the coaching staff for customizing a game plan and system suited to the talent.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers making a change here. And so Richmond nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's a screen. And here's Iverson outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 6 points for Iverson. Warriors trail by 11. Hardaway kicks to Mullen. Gives him the lead pass. Green.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long. That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Hardaway kicks to Bell. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Nick Young's checked in for JaVale McGee. Iverson passes to Irving. Iverson against Hardaway. Launches it. Another miss by Iverson.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
The shot's good from Mullen. The 76ers leading by 6. The 3 from Iverson. Again, Iverson missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Bell. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Philadelphia's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Harden dishes to Tucker. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Irving kicks to Iverson. Harden is covered by Richmond. And yes, sir, that one drops. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
The 3 from Iverson. Again, Iverson missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for Gortat. Richardson comes in for Mullen. And Curry subbed in for Hardaway. And the 76ers call time here. And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid comes in for Bradley. And it's John Lure in for Irving. The 76ers leading by 5. Harden the pass to Iverson. Out to Harris. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's good. And that's now 9 points for Iverson.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Curry against Iverson. Richmond outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He's got space. Hits the jumper in space.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's Harris. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. 76ers ahead. They lead by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Some fantastic numbers here for Harden. He's got 14 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Mullen is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's West. And it's Richmond in at the 2-guard spot. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Harden dishes to Iverson. And the 3 off target. Warriors trail by 5. Mullen kicks to Hardaway. Hits the 3-point bomb. Hardaway's got 9.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 5. Now let's take a moment to check out the steals. Well, you look at Allen Iverson. Such quick hands. Second in the NBA.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
It's still early on as the new basketball season gets underway for Golden State. Here's where they stand. Second in steals, third in scoring. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And going back to their steals ranking, you have to appreciate the quick hands. I mean, the ball's never safe when they're on the prowl, and I think that mentality is what bothers opponents.
Warriors trail by 5. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Green, the screen. Richmond dishes to Green. And the layup falls. Green's got 6 points.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Embiid with the steal, pushing it up. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. Also, guys, so often we see him playing possum at the defensive end. And all of a sudden, he springs into action, picks off a pass, and ignites the fast break.
And the 76ers making a change here. And Mullen drops them both. Philadelphia leading by 5. The 3 from Iverson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Dawkins check in for the 76ers. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And the basket by Curry.
Oh, terrific work finishing a soft move like that. The finger roll.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
And the Warriors making a change here. Higgins is checked in. Curry against Iverson. Outside Curry. Lets it go from 11, and it's Golden State with another.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Dawkins, a screen on Curry. To the paint. And Dawkins slams it in.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Ditto that. I mean, things have really been turned up.
Harris kicks to Iverson, and stolen by Wiggins. Dishes it to Richardson. Good. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
The 76ers making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. The Warriors have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
and really something that the defense has to address.
And he gets it to go.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number one for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The 76ers, number one.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
Tucker, the pass to Irving. 76ers moving the ball around. Harris misses.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Jacks up a three. Harris missing again. The Warriors trailing. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game closes out the four-game homestand for them. Thompson with the bucket. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Richardson kicks to Curry. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And he gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Warriors lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
NBA season is in full swing. The Detroit Pistons go up against the Indiana Pacers next Friday, 7 p.m. Central. Don't miss it.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. The 76ers trail by 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got John Lure. Joel Embiid out there with Tony Allen. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. And that one's good, Iverson.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
Embiid comes with a double team. And stolen by Harris. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Tim Hardaway. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Golden State's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Richmond. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway's got his 6th assist on the night. Harden kicks to Iverson. Offline with his 3. Warriors shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Hardaway blocked. Now here's Harrell, guarded by Green. Iverson kicks to Harden. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Back to Richmond. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Mitch Richmond in this one, he has 11 points and 4 assists as well.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dawkins checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Henderson for Tony Allen. Mullen dishes to West. That's good. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And the jam by Gerald Henderson. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended.
Oh! Whoa! Oh! And now a 3-point 76ers lead.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
And the 76ers call time here. And Philadelphia making a change here. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Tucker. Green with the block. And they're able to recover. The three from Iverson can't hit. So Golden State will take it the other way. Mullen kicks to Hardaway. Doubled by Iverson. Mullen against Irving. Here's West. Banked in off the glass. West has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Good on the shot. And the 76ers lead by 7.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Tony Allen's checked in for the 76ers. John Lure comes in for Irving. West. And another basket for Golden State.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Richmond against Harden. Harden sets the pick for Embiid. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Hardaway. Richmond outside. And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And sometimes you think maybe they're just getting a little too comfortable with the lead, maybe a bit too casual this quarter.
Yeah, and I think they also lost their composure, and you see it in the turnovers they've committed.
An open look for West. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 7th assist in the game. The 76ers leading by 5. Allen Iverson on the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's West. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Here's Hardaway. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Timeout called the 76ers. They lead by 3. 54 seconds left in the fourth. Dawkins checked in for Philadelphia. Irving comes in for John Lure. Harden to pass to Iverson. Back to Harden. The 76ers with another miss.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, You expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past. As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Carroll kicks to Harden. It's stolen by Green. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
That bucket was absolutely huge. Defensive stop and sealed the deal.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 1. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dawkins. And it's John Lure in for Irving. Harden outside. Carroll setting the pick for Harden. Here's Harris. Bullseye!
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Mullen for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Allen Iverson.
Yeah. That's a BB's thing, yeah. My side girl got a 5S with the screen crack. Still hit me back right away. Better not never hesitate. Don't come around think you're getting saved. Trying to show the dogs brighter days. Got a torch trying to light the way. Biting everybody, which is ironic, cause your next album probably won't ever see the light of day. Have fans, but you let them down. But I guess that's how you getting down. I'm so high up, I'm like, how really getting down? I could.
Nice. He had only 20, the first game of 20 of the year, I think. But 12 assists, another double-double. Lakers are 13-0. We got one more game until we match up against them, I think.
Marching through a house at night. See you on the other side. You color me with your delight.
Yes, sir.
I'm glowing every part of me. And when I see you over there, you know I want to reach it.